Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and today we're going to make this thank you card. I think it's really cute. I hope that you guys like it, and it's a lot easier maybe than it looks. I think it is anyway. So I start off with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of black cardstock, and I cut that in half and fold it in half to get an 8.5, or to get a 4.25 by 5.5 finished card. So if I open it up, it's 8.5 by 5.5, but then I fold it in half, so it's 4.25 by 8.5. Sorry, 4.25 by 5.5. Woo, I'll get this straight. And then I use a bone folder to crisp the edge, and this is going to be the card base. And I'm using a Floral Notes by Avery L stamp set, and I'm using the big flower that goes over it and the thank you. So I already have that in my MISTI, and I have it positioned where I think I want it. And I just need to put my card down and make sure that this is centered well. And it should be, because I did it with the same card the last time, so it should be, and it looks fine. So what I need to do is take my Versamark, which is a watermark stamp pad, and it's used for embossing. So we're going to emboss, and I say we're, even though I know that I'm doing it. You guys are just watching right now, but you can do this on your own, hopefully, after I teach you how or show you an idea. And then what you do is you stamp this and give it a really good push, just straight down. That's what the MISTI is great for, because if you don't do a good job of getting the words down or any of the image down, and I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. It looks like I did an okay job on the flowers, but the thank you is certainly not all there. So I'm going to take my Versamark ink again, and if I were using my regular ink pad or my stamp block for this, it would be a whole lot harder to make sure that I got this in the same exact place again. But with the MISTI, it makes it super easy. I love this thing. So I'm just pushing it down again. And opening it up, and that looks a whole lot better. So now that I have everything where I want it, I'm just going to take my card out, and I do need to clean that, but I'll clean that later. And I'm just going to use a piece of scrap cardstock, and I'm going to take some white embossing powder. And I'm just going over all of the area that I have the Versamark on. And it's okay if you make a mess. And then I'm just flicking it, not on the Versamark. I don't want to touch it because it is a powder and it would come off, but see how nicely it looks? So now I just need to take this and put it back in here. You really don't use a whole lot, so a little bit of embossing powder goes a long, long way. It's a fabulous tool, and I would suggest having multiple colors. And I think you'd be surprised how much you use the white. And I've used it a lot, and I still have, as you can see, a ton left in my container. And then you'll need a heat tool, and I happen to have this one from Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to let it run for about 30 seconds. And then you will just put it over your embossed image, and it will melt the plastic, the embossing powder, and you'll see it. I don't know if you guys can see it change. I'm going to hold it up here. Hopefully you can see the difference in the N and the K and the U, then the T and the H and the Y. See how it's changing? The O is kind of half and half. And you want to keep it moving. And you can kind of watch it do its thing, which is really neat. I love this technique. I learned how to stamp, there was a place in the mall that was new and they had stamps, and the first technique she showed me, I was the only person in the store, was this heat embossing, and I thought it was amazing. So of course I spent like $100 at the store. That was my first stamping purchase, and that was probably in 1993. And I have been stamping ever since, on and off, I'd say. But when it's all melted, it looks beautiful, and you can touch it and it won't move, and it kind of is raised a little bit, so it's not going anywhere. That image is stuck on there. It's really cool. And you can color on it. So I'm using some markers, and it doesn't matter which flowers you want to color, just whatever you want. And I'm just going over the white parts, because in the last card I did go over some of the black to see if it would color it. There were some markers that did color it, others that didn't, so I just thought it looked neat with just the white parts colored. So I'm just coloring them. Let me use, that one is not very bright, so I might even go over that one again. I might have to get some more colors. I don't know if I got all the same ones out or not. I don't think I have a blue. I might want a blue. But I'm just going over all of the white area. And if you get a little on the black, it's really not a big deal because you can't really see it. I mean, if I look really close, I could tell, but I don't think anybody's going to be doing that to your card. And I'll do maybe this in pink. And then I have another pink on the other side, so I might, let's see how much different that is. It's not too different. It's a little bit. Maybe I'll just do all of them. In pink, and then I'll do those in purple. I'll do these in purple, but I'll do these in pink. So I can tell that this is a little different color. I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but I can tell that this is a lighter pink. I think this makes a really big impact, and it's a really simple kind of card. And then I'm going to take the green and I'll go over all of the leaves. And these markers are two-toned, one color on one side, one color on the other side, which is kind of neat because I'm going to use the other side for some of the leaves as well. So let's see, is there another leaf like that? Yeah, down here. And then the other leaves I will do with this side. use this lighter green for these. And I noticed I forgot to do this one. And here's purple, so I'm going to do purple on these. And then I think I do want a blue and a yellow, so let me grab those. Oops, I grabbed a green. So my blue, I'm going to do this thing. And then my yellow, I'm going to do the centers. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty. Then I will take the white cardstock that I have cut out for the inside of the card to give me a space to write. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and it should fit right in the middle. And there we go. See, it's pretty easy, and I think it makes it look really nice. Hope you guys like it. I hope you try it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.